Legacy systems are an insurmountable challenge for businesses in today's environment of lightning-fast technical evolution. It often comes as a surprise that legacy systems, like those running on mainframes driven by ancient languages like COBOL, still play an enormous role in business. The latest estimates indicate that close to 80% of the world's corporate data resides in or originates from these half-century-old technologies. Not only are these systems ancient, they were never designed to interact effectively with technologies like the internet and e-commerce that are mainstays in our modern society. Unfortunately, adapting these legacy systems to handle these technologies, which are necessary in today's competitive environment, have been an enormous challenge. Between the limitations of the systems themselves and the complexity introduced by the work of people responsible for these systems over decades, the legacy environment is a black box of confusion, complexity, and risk. On the surface, it's difficult to understand why businesses continue to use such old technology for such critical applications. First, the legacy systems are difficult to integrate with new technologies and security compliance standards. Due to the age of the systems, their cluttered architecture, and the nature of employee turnover, the likelihood of obtaining useful documentation of business rules and code functionality is infinitely small. Second, changing the ecosystem in which the core function of the business runs is extremely risky, especially given that the inner workings of the legacy systems are essentially unknown. Third, and probably most importantly, the current generation of application designers and programmers are often unfamiliar with the technologies and methods used in legacy systems development, thus rendering the systems almost impossible to understand, maintain, or modify. Many companies look to transform these legacy systems through modernization, moving the jumbled insanity to modern platforms built on modern architecture. It's a tough job. The problem with modernizing a system that few people understand is that planning for and understanding the breadth of the impact of this modernization is virtually impossible. A 2013 survey of IT leaders in the U.S. insurance industry by Gartner reflects just how difficult planning modernization really proves to be. Only 42% of respondents said their modernization projects were completed within the originally planned budget. Just 34% of the modernization attempts covered the originally planned scope. What's worse, only 18% of respondents completed these projects within their originally planned timeframe. In other words, modernization is a brutal undertaking. In order to develop well-designed applications from legacy environments, powerful tools and expertise are required to analyze the legacy system and aid in generating new programs that are architecturally sound and utilize modern design methods. We know that lacking understanding of the legacy environment is the catalyst for scope creep and failure based on the statistics we've seen. So planning and understanding what you have is the most impactful way to ensure a smooth and effective modernization project. Legacy Forensics, offered by Blue Phoenix, can help. This service is designed to give organizations both abstract and granular detail on the critical aspects of legacy systems. It's broken into 4 milestones: legacy system inventory and analysis, collaborative discovery, delivery of converted code, and a modernization project plan and cost analysis. In the legacy system inventory and analysis phase, customers are offered an unhindered glimpse into the inner workings of their legacy systems. Blue Phoenix's logic mining technology analyzes COBOL applications, stores the results in an open database repository, and presents the information in a user-friendly way by means of graphs, reports, and external representation formats such as XML. Best of all, these graphical representations are infinitely traversable. Displayed objects and their relationships can be filtered by type, and the depth of the relationships displayed can be controlled. Anything in the diagram can be expanded to view the correlating source code, enabling an unmatched level of control and visibility. During the collaborative discovery phase, Blue Phoenix holds discussions with the customer and key stakeholders to clarify additional system details, understand and apply project roadmap milestones, or to enrich business rule definitions. These discussions hinge on expanding understanding of business requirements, application architecture and delivery preferences, plan testing and approach along with suggested best practices, and the consideration of preferences around the target platform, language, and database. This phase includes the enrichment of business rules through the use of our data dictionary tool, code slicing, and modeling to extract independent functionality, introducing plain English business logic to program flow diagrams in ways that can be digested cross-functionally. Code slicing is paramount to understanding what a particular business rules function is. Finding entry and exit points and understanding differences using slices is a powerful component to demystifying old code. Customers are presented with numerous reports and diagrams to aid in understanding the application and planning proper, effective execution of the modernization strategy. These reports range in breadth and depth, covering topics from modeling diagrams to job control, even statistics about the size of the applications and complexity of procedures. No other automated solution on the market today delivers this much background, resources, and environmental intelligence for reducing risk and planning a successful legacy system conversion. To find out more, visit us at bphx.com.